Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to change my AC compressor because the clutch on it blew up. There's a really loud crow over there. He's really angry. I don't know why. I didn't do anything to him. I promise. I swear. But that's what we're doing today. This crow. I ordered a 100-pack of reusable nitrile gloves, but they just gave me these. Still going to use these because I don't want to go back to AutoZone right now. So here's the thing. The clutch on my AC compressor just went ahead and decided to explode. Probably because I didn't have enough pressure in the system. That was not one of the things I checked, especially considering the brakes just decided to go out like immediately on this car. So it was a little bit lower on the priority list. Are we sure these are XL? I guess I'm a skeleton now. Cool, great, lovely. So anyway, since the AC clutch decided to blow up, I was like, I guess I need to get a new AC clutch. And then everybody on the internet was like, don't get a new AC clutch, replace the whole thing. It's worth it. So we're gonna replace the whole AC compressor. I already went to a shop, got the lines evacuated. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff that we gotta take off first, and then we can get to the AC compressor. Let me just show you. This guy right down here, that's your AC compressor. We'll get a better view once we rip all the stuff around here, all the fan and everything off. But basically we got 4 bolts, so I'm gonna throw some PV Blaster on it first. A lot of my friends ask when I talk about doing car stuff if I'm a mechanic, and it's like, no dude, I'm just some guy with audacity, and it figures itself out usually. Sometimes it doesn't. And then you pay money, but like, if you can avoid paying money, why wouldn't you? This is voiceover Zach because I did a really bad job at explaining a whole bunch of stuff. But basically I'm taking out all of the like air intake stuff. So your top fan and all that fun stuff. And then I got a little silly with the top angle. Kind of fun, right? But we're just getting stuff out of the way. So here's a good tip. Always take pictures every step of the way. You know, if you're out here really trying to work on your car, you gotta be taking pictures, homie. Especially if you're not a mechanic, all right? Okay. So you see that guy right there? That's your AC clutch. That's not supposed to look like that. Right on down here, under this guy, is a tensioner. So what the tensioner does is basically, you know, this whole belt system, it keeps it tense. This is a really hard angle to film at, but basically I just put a breaker bar down there and torqued on the tensioner, and all it does is release the pressure. And I would have taken the belt off or the fan off to make it look good, but I'm not going to, and you can't make me. But I will give you this little tip that's about to happen right now. All right, so here's a few tips for working on your car at home, especially if you have no skill, no real knowledge, and you just watched 3 YouTube videos and you were like, I could probably figure that out. This is from years of experience being inexperienced. So one of the things you're always gonna have to remember is that there's a penance to pay for working on your car. And what I mean by that is there's always like a low point where you're like, son of a gun, I don't know if we're ever gonna fix this car. I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. Probably not. And you have to be able to recognize when that happens. So once that happens, take a deep breath, go inside, hang out for like 20 minutes. Come back after 20 minutes, get after it, you'll be good to go, all right? And that's just what's been helpful to me. You do what you wanna do. All right, back to this video. So I got all of these bolts loose, which is awesome and was kind of tough. One thing I will show you, there's a bolt to get this to your engine oil situation moving. Yeah, you're gonna need to take that out, all right? Yeah, so this guy right back here, you kind of see it, that's this hole. See that hole? Okay, so it's that hole. That's where the bolt is. And all of these are just 13 millimeters. Easy enough, right? Just go ahead and just take care of them. Just take them off. So I didn't record myself just taking the whole thing out, but you just pull it out and undo all the bolts. There is a sensor on the back that you have to unclip and one on the front, so be sure to do that. The one on the back you have to keep. It doesn't come with a replacement unless you buy a replacement, so go ahead and just snap that off and put it back on the new compressor. It's not that hard. We've got the new one prepped. One of the big things to remember, pressurized. So when you take this off, it's gonna pop. Or when you take this back bit off, it's gonna pop. Just be cautious of that. Be sure to check how much oil you're supposed to put in there. Let's go ahead and throw this thing in here, huh? So I would like to point out that I have been wearing safety glasses for most of this. We're just taking them off to talk to the camera. Wear your safety glasses, folks. Then you just start doing everything in reverse. Put it all back in, make sure it's all clean. None of it is really like crazy tight. You do have to be a little bit careful not to like
There we go.
torque a couple of the bolts and not tighten the other ones at first. Like try to do it kind of like you would a tire, because you can like twist the compressor itself, and a lot of people warn about like that making it lose its seal, I guess. But that's the big thing, and you're just doing everything in reverse. If you took pictures, you know exactly what you're doing, and that's great. But I didn't film a lot of stuff, so we're gonna have to look at the screen, and I'm looking back at a guy who didn't record everything, but I hope that you're looking back at somebody who's lovely, and I know that you are, and your affirmation for the day is that I am powerful, I am strong, and I am loved.
That right there is a brand new AC compressor. I don't see any leaks, but anything's possible. You guys ready for this? AC blows cold. I know you can't feel it, but it's awfully chilly. So much power. AC.
And with that, we're riding off into the sunset with cold AC. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all that fun stuff at Zach Guy over there. You're loved. Have a good one.